everyone, I'm your produce guy. Today we are going to talk Italian squash or zucchini. Nice summer squash, thin-skinned. Difference between summer squash and winter squash is summer squash has a thin skin you can eat. Winter squash has that hard skin and can be stored, and you don't eat that skin. Today we're going to make some zucchini chips. I've taken a zucchini and thinly sliced it. We're going to put a coating on this. We're going to bake it in the oven. So what I've got here today on the table, my thinly sliced zucchini. I've got some rice flour. You can use any kind of flour you like, but I've brought in some rice flour, nice and light, to go on the zucchini. I've prepared an egg wash with a couple of eggs and just a tiny bit of milk in there. I've got some Parmesan cheese, some Panko breadcrumbs, and then some salt, pepper, a little red pepper, and some fresh rosemary leaves to season these chips. So I'm going to go ahead and get these started. Starting with the sliced zucchini, we're going to throw it in the rice flour. Now the rice flour will stick to the moistness of the zucchini, that little bit of moisture that's in there, and that rice flour will then give something for the egg wash to stick to. Now I've just got a couple of eggs that I've beaten up here, add a little bit of milk to. In the zucchini goes right there. From there, straight into my Panko and Parmesan bread crust. Let me dry my fingers off a little bit there. And that is coated now. There's a little bit, I chopped some rosemary leaves, a little bit of cayenne pepper in there. And I'm going to lay it right on a cookie sheet, which I have given a light coating of olive oil to. You can use a spray oil if you like, but I like to put olive oil on there. So I am just going to repeat this procedure a lot of times right here. We're going to get this pan covered with these zucchini chips. These are so versatile. I've got my base breadcrumb mix here, which is a 50-50 mix, equal parts of Panko breadcrumbs and grated Parmesan cheese. But I've thrown in a little fresh rosemary and some cayenne pepper. You can use any number of fresh herbs in there that you like, or you could put some seasoned salt in there, or maybe some hickory smoke, powdered or hickory smoke flavored salt. Any number of items, because in a minute when we get the tray full here, we're going to go ahead and top it off with a little dusting of salt and freshly ground pepper. Our tray is full. Now remember, I had put some olive oil on that tray. As I say, you can use a spray or rub it down with oil like I did. Now some freshly ground pepper right on top. There we go. And my Parmesan cheese is not real salty, so I'm going to add just a pinch of salt there on top. Remember, these are chips, like potato chips, and now these are ready to go into the oven. 400-degree oven, and we're going to go ahead and pop those right in. These have been in the oven now 10 minutes, and they're starting to brown up. Again, 400 degrees. We're going to flip these over here. I'm using a cheese plane to do that, a little more precise. I've got a larger pancake turner, but cheese plane does real nice for these smaller slices. We'll flip these over. These are going to go back in for about another 10 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on them, make sure that they are browning, but I don't want them to go too brown. And this depends, of course, on the thickness of your slice. There we go, got that guy. And I slice these fairly thin using my multitasking mixer, slicer, blender tool. Now, those are flipped over back into the oven for another up to 10 minutes. I'm going to set the timer for about 8 minutes. Keep a close eye on them. See what we get. Okay, about an additional 6 minutes on that second side, and those are ready to go. Zucchini. By the end of summer, who doesn't have too much zucchini? Neighbors are giving it away. You've got a lot of it. This is a great way to use up some of that zucchini that you don't know quite what to do with. You're tired of eating it fresh or steamed or whatever way you usually enjoy it. This is a great way. You can season them up any way that you like using that Panko parmesan cheese basic mix. Even eat them plain. You don't even need to season them up. It's got the great cheese and crustiness. This is a beautiful one right here. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching. I am your produce guy. Please check us out on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And as always, remember, fresh is best. Perfect. Memories of cool nights in the summer, cool evenings, sharing this together. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. It's done. Oh, that is heavenly. Look at that. This comes out just a wonderful, soft serve ice cream. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's going to be good.